What's up, Pocket Nation? This is Scotty Pockets, and we are here for another top 10. And this one, I am doing top 10 things that piss off retail workers. Now, this topic can be very controversial. Just for disclaimer purposes, yes, I do work at a retail place, and no, I am not just talking about the place I work now. I'm doing this top 10 based off of my previous experiences along with this one. So it's pretty much, it's accumulated over time. Another disclaimer, just to let you know, this is opinionated. This is my opinion and my opinion only. With the help of a couple people that I used to work with, we compiled this list along with most of it's mine. So this is strictly opinionated. If you have a different top 10, if you work for a retail or have worked for retail, leave it in the comment section. So now we're going to do the honorable mentions. I would definitely say asking for change after I've already closed my drawer. Most of the time when you're doing cashiering, most of the time, if you don't have a transaction, you can't open the drawer. So, if you're going to ask for change, ask for it while I have the drawer open, not when I close it. Because it's quite annoying, because it's like, then it puts stress on them, because now they have to buy something else in order to do it, and then it makes me look like a jerk because they can't do it. Alright, so now we're getting into the nitty-gritty. At number 10, this is very minute, but this was actually something that one of my coworkers brought up to me before, about customers. When they look at your name tag, they think that they know you based off your name tag. Like, you know, they might come to your store more often, but they think that they know you because they know your name, which is kind of annoying because a lot of people I don't know, and I have I'm very reserved. So it's like, you don't know me, man. I don't know you, you don't know me. It's just stop acting like I know you. I mean, we can be friendly, but I'm not your friend. I'm the person that's serving you. So, yeah. Coming in at number 9, this is definitely something of mine. People interrupting me while I'm ringing somebody up. Like, I'm ringing somebody up, and then someone comes up to me trying to ask me something while I'm trying to ring up, trying to, show customer service to the person I'm ringing up. It's kind of rude when I have to stop what I'm doing, talking to them, and telling you where the other stuff's at. Come on now. You can wait until I finish. Please, if you are a person that does this, please stop. Wait your turn. If I basically just brush you off the next turn, yes, then go, by all means, I'm being a dick. You need to say something to me. But if I'm taking care of somebody, let me finish with this person, and then I will help you. I don't, I'm not two people. I don't have two heads. I only have one, and I'm trying to take care of the person because I like customer service. So, I mean, I'd only want people to get customer service from me as well. At this one, it's somewhat similar to the honorable mention, but it's different. Because the fact of the matter is, for me, when I type in the money in the register of how much you paid, what you hand me is what I paid. It was on what I'm typing in. Giving me change after that, most of the time, my brain can compute it to where usually it's just to get the next dollar amount, which is understandable. But if you're just trying to hand me random change, like, stop. I'm most likely, I'm going to tell you, look, you've already handed me money. Or, either that or I'm trying to be nice and I'll go get a calculator. But it's really inconvenient, honestly, especially when we're busy. It's not helpful. You're being hurtful. This is something that probably could have been higher on the list, but there's other stuff that I think takes precedence to this one. Stinking like weed. there's other things that you could be thinking of, and those fall under this category too. But most of the time, I find a lot of times it's weed that I smell or alcohol. Look, I understand. You know, you want to chief, you want to smoke. It's all good. I don't care. I'm not against weed. I don't partake myself, but I don't care what other people do. You do what you want with your life. To that, when I did smoke weed, I didn't leave the house smelling like a freaking, like I just wake and baked and like in a box. I didn't just I didn't hot box, and I didn't freaking, you know, throw some damn cologne on. Come on now. Or change your clothes. Something, you know, because I'm tired of fucking smelling that shit. I mean, it goes along with other things with stinking, but that's what's kind of like made it so low. But, and here's something to that. My nose doesn't work that well. Like, you know, it smells good, like just a bare minimum, but it does not have keen sense where people smell something and I don't. But that I smell. And if I can smell it, that means you've been chiefing like a mofo, and we need to stop. So if you're gonna do it, come on, throw some cologne on, or have somebody else come. That's, you know, it's so annoying. I'm not even... Yet again, something else that could have been higher on the list, but like I said, other things seem like they are higher on the list. Look, I understand last minute stuff, but most of my stores, yes, we close early, but there's other stores that are open. I understand it's a more inconvenience because you got to drive further and stuff like that. I get that, but 5 to 10 minutes, 5 minutes before we close, that's just annoying. Especially if you want to go shop. If you want to just run in, get something, I don't care. That's fine. But we have stuff we have to do after we close, and we want to get out of there as soon as possible. You know, we've already been there all day. We don't want to be there any longer. You know, like I said, quick stuff, I don't care. But if you're gonna go in there trying to shop, go to Walmart. Go somewhere that's open 24 hours that you can shop your heart out. But not at something that, you know, closes. You know, I'm just saying. So a lot of people that don't work retail probably don't know this term, but I'm going to tell you. Reshop or recovery or whatever, it's when you have something in your hand but you don't want it, and you don't put it back. You just put it on the shelf, just random, bimbly. You know, you have no regard for cashiers or people who work sales floor. Look, I can almost guarantee you that if you don't put it back, but you take it to the cashier or take it to one of the sales floor people or whatever, I guarantee you they'll be so much more relieved if you just hand it to them. Just hand it to them. Because then they don't have to go looking for it. You know, because we do that. We do, like, you know, push things forward. We got to take reshop and put it up and stuff like that. I understand that that's what makes our job, but, you know, it makes it a little easier because we have to put it up anyways. You might as well just bring it to us. I mean, I don't know about anybody else as a cashier, but I would much rather if you just hand it to me and say, I don't want it, instead of putting it in front of me, which I've had that quite often, where, you know, they don't want something, they bring it up to the counter, but then they put it to the side. They don't just hand it to me and say I don't want it. They just put it to the side like I'm not going to see them putting it over there. I mean, come on now. Let's have some decency. If you're not going to put it up, just at least hand it to someone that will. And actually, you know, let us do our job, but make it a little easier for us. Just saying. This is more of a managerial side, but I have done some manager, supervisor stuff with retail, and that definitely rings true. We have sales. Most places, they have sales. If you're gonna try to use it, read it. Read the directions. That's what they're there for. I promise you, you read it, it'd be so much easier. The cashier, you know, it'll make it easier for the cashier. You know, and you won't hold up the line because now the manager has to go look, or, you know, something like that. You don't have to, the other cashier doesn't have to call up a manager to fix it or nothing like that. You know, read it. Read it, because I can almost guarantee you most of the problems that cashiers and stuff like that, whenever like a line is held up, is because the person that is trying to buy something does not read the ad. Like if it says, Dorito 10.1 to 12.5 ounces bags, that's what they're selling. That's what they're selling at that sales price, at that sale. Not 22 ounces or family size with that. They are selling what they're selling. It's on the damn thing. Read it, get to know it. It makes it so much easier for both sides, for the customer and for the cashier. I feel so much better saying that one, because that one was pretty. That was a doozy. Maybe the other one I just said probably could have vetoed this one, but this one is annoying as well. Look, I understand it's hard out here, the struggle is real. I understand that completely, wholeheartedly. But for me, when I go shopping, if I have a limit I have to spend, I'm bringing a calculator. I'm bringing a calculator for that. I'm just saying, or have your money with you. That is so annoying when, you bring your stuff up and it's like, oh, I gotta run to the car real quick. I've had someone actually forget their wallet. And no, sorry, I apologize. I should have brought it, all that. It's just, hey, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. No, look. Me, I hold myself when I have something that I hold that I get upsets me. I make sure I don't do it. I always have my wallet with me. It's on my person right now. I have it in my hand. It's in my pocket. Maybe not when I go to bed, but before I go to bed, I put it in a pocket and pants I'm going to use or shorts I'm going to wear. It's simple. Bring your money with you. That is something that really annoys me. Coming in at number 2, I would definitely, this definitely holds precedence over almost everything except for number 1, and that's liars, dishonesty. Look. I understand. I completely understand. Like I said in the last part, I understand the struggle is real. People, like, I understand the economy's terrible. People can't get jobs. Money's tight. If you got a job, taxes and all that are hell, and I understand that completely. But look, I'm honest with people. I try to be. If I lie, it's very little. It's because, stupid reasons. But, I mean, you're gonna bring in a bag, for example, a Dollar General. I had someone come in, having an item from Family Dollar in a Family Dollar bag, and swear up and down that he bought it at our store. We don't even have that product in stock. We don't even carry it. And yet again, he swore up and down that we sold it and that we need to return him. We need to return his money. No. No. You're not right. The customer is not always right. I am going to say this. Customer is not always right. A lot of times they are. I will admit that. A lot of times they are. But a lot of times they are liars. It's just, I hate liars anyways. So that, I guess that's another thing why it's up on the bar. It's really annoying. Alright, so coming in at number 1 is probably one of my pet peeves, along with number 2 is a pet peeve of mine, and that's theft. Yes, in my past, when I was a kid, I've stolen candy from a store. I'll admit, I've stolen things from stores. Not very often, but I have. I'll admit it. And I hate myself for it. Maybe I don't beat myself up over it now because it's been years upon years. But theft is inexcusable. Like I said in the last 3 numbers, I understand the struggle is real. I completely understand. But I would much rather you beg, or maybe not beg, but ask. Hey, I'm struggling, man. You think you can help me out? I don't have a lot of money. If I did, I would help you out if I understand your circumstances. But theft, it's not acceptable. It's not honorable, and I cannot stand thieves. That is one thing I cannot stand. And if you think about it, it makes it harder for us retail workers because of the fact that when you steal that product, that's money that we don't get. That's money that we lose. Granted, if I work 40 hours, I get paid for 40 hours. But the more theft we have, the less money the store gets. So that's less hours I get. That will bring me down to like 20 or whatever. But there's reasons why you don't steal. It's a reason why you buy things. It's because, the companies put money into it. And they have us set to try to stop theft. And for a lot of jobs I've had, it's very hard to stop theft because you can't be everywhere at once. But I think that I think it's really stupid that people steal. I don't steal, even if I know I'm hard up for money and stuff like that. I do not steal. I will ask for help, and that's hard to do. I hate to ask for help, but I will. If I need it, I will help. I will ask, and I will help people who need it. But thievery is it's inexcusable. That's something that really upsets me, and it upsets me that we have to lower ourselves to do that. And yeah, so now I've gone through my top 10. I'd like to hear what yours is in the comment section. If you do leave a comment, I answer them and I look at them, and since my channel's really small, I definitely do take an account that you could be watching other channels, but you're watching mine, and I appreciate it. If you've made it this far, of course. I think it's definitely something that a lot of people don't talk about, because of companies. But I doubt that people I work for is gonna fire me because of this. I'm not defacing my company and all that. I hate retail, but it's a job, and I get paid for it. So that's my top 10 things that annoy me and piss me off in retail. If you have a top 10 you want me to do, I might not be able to do everything, but I can try. If you want me to do a top 10, let me know in the comment section. I'm going to try to make this a weekly thing, maybe once a week. So yeah, I'm Scotty Pockets, and I'll see you guys in the next video.